partway into another Legends run of the Goldblum challenge. I forgot to start my recording, so I'm kind of coming partway in. I was only going to record this final chapter. The rest of it's pretty simple to get through. I don't know a ton about what's going on. This is the second lane, I think, and so or it might even be the first lane. So really, I'm kind of learning as I go. I didn't study this as much as I studied Spider-Verse whenever I went to get that the Legends title there. So let's just kind of seeing what happens. I don't think I'll get it. I had a decent first split, but my second and third split were really slow. So I'm not sure what to expect, but yeah, third split just did not go great. So yeah, I think this is the first section still. So I don't have any really power control champs. I came in just with a Star-Lord with a crit team. Wolverine was busy, or I would have used the mutant one. So this is going to be really interesting with the unblockable level 2. My goal is to either bait the special 1, land a lucky power drain on my special 2, or just have some godlike reflexes to dodge his special 2. It is fully evadable. It is not something I consistently am able to do, but it doesn't stop me from trying. Because the other option is get hit by all 3 blasts of it because it's unblockable. So I do remember that. So a lot of people are complaining about the Loki fight and it being difficult. I'm not sure what to expect. Loki is usually not too tough of an opponent, but I understand that he is really buffed up, and having Bane on him as well can be difficult. So we'll obviously see when we get there. So this will be the first lane that you guys actually fully see because the recording wasn't working earlier. Even with the class disadvantage, like I said, I wanted to just bring Star-Lord in here, let his damage ramp up, try to finish it off with a special 2 each time. If your damage is fast enough and you get the good crits, a lot of these fights you might be able to, you might be able to end with that first special 2, but alas, this time I couldn't. So really what we're looking for is just to try to get some good RNG on the Doctor Strange fights, get some good RNG on the Jane Foster fights, trying to get her to bait her heavy. But really outside of that, most of these other fights are pretty standard. As I say that, watch something come back and just smack me in the face, but it is what it is. Just trying to go for it and have some fun doing it. Try to talk through it a little bit in case people have some concerns or things they're trying to figure out. That can be tricky. Her level 1 is tricky to avoid on an unblockable unless you are basically right in her face. To me, it doesn't quite move the same speed as Electro's. I feel like hers moves quite a bit faster. But it's when you're right up in her face, it kind of gives you a freebie dodge to just dash back immediately as she's slamming her hammer down. I might have mentioned this, but I'm not giving out my time right now. I'll probably announce what my time was. Oh, there we go. I'll probably announce what my time was a little bit later. I want to just keep it kind of close to the chest at first, and we'll kind of build from there, get an idea of what everyone else is doing, and give no info about where I finished. But I do have a clock running on a separate screen. I've been having some issues with some latency on this, on the recording, so hopefully this is running a little bit smoother for you guys. It still doesn't even look like it's fitting on the screen. Apparently I need to adjust the camera size. Sorry about that, guys. I'll get it. I didn't even notice. I'll get it handled after this fight. You're missing out on power levels there from what Hulk has. Sorry, editing on the fly as I still try to get this done. You'll see some flashes on the screen as it gets set into position. There we go. Again, sorry about that, guys. Still new to this, and just wanting to get something out there. A lot of people had asked me to record, especially if I did a Legends run, to see how fast I can get through it. Alright, I really need to see that. There we go. Special 1. You gotta be really quick on getting back in. Power drain, or just kill him straight off. Okay, so that's pretty good RNG. I'll take that. If I can have every Doctor Strange fire off the special 1 quickly, and I can get to my special 2 and try to end it, I'm a-okay with that. Not having to worry about baiting it for the 10 seconds or whatever that each phase takes. So as of right now, I am running behind where I was for my Gwenpool split on the Spider-Verse quest. So I'm not sure if this quest is just taking everyone a little bit more time, or if I just had a really good run in Gwenpool compared to what I'm doing here. Finally. And in the Gwenpool, you have the... When we're running Gwenpool, you have the constant stuns and bleeds that are really helping out with the damage the whole time. Oh man, I was not paying attention that he had cornered. Then you get fights like these where, oh wow, that it just seems like it takes so much of your time up. Okay, well, that was a really bad round, but it's okay. Like I said, I already have the Legends badge. I'm not too worried about getting it again. It's kind of just a challenge to myself to see how fast I can get through this. The goal is obviously not to try to take the Legends badge from somebody else, but I do want to grab some more Legends points as I can, and also get another T4 CC is never a bad thing for around an hour's work. So she's got 2 different high kicks, and both of those high kicks are the end of her combo. Her level 2 for me is obviously a lot easier to dodge, so if possible, recommend pushing her to that. But she's pretty aggressive with her special 1. You don't need to worry about taking all that chip damage, because life transfer is the best node in the game. I will 100% take degen through the entire fight to be able to heal as much as you do on every hit. It's very forgiving to beginner players that are going to be taking a lot of block damage, but also at the same time, it's forgiving just because they're stun immune, and that's the type of thing that you'd use like in Alliance Quest on map 5 where you're going to take the immunity path. It's good to have like a Wolverine or somebody there that can just regen, because you're going to be taking a lot of just block damage playing that immunity path in most scenarios, unless your intercept game is just on point. So I usually would rather just dodge her level 1. Level 2's been known to give me grief in the past. Okay, I only have 1 more parry, it looks like. Oh, I have 1 more. She's got Limber. aggressively than I should. With him having his special 1, I shouldn't be going into him that aggressively. Because as the AIs get tougher, they are more likely to quote-unquote intercept you by using a special. So that's always a really fun way to end a run. I probably could have finished it there. Sometimes it's just not worth the risk. Definitely don't want to see that. Cursed white spiral. So this is probably the 4th time it's popped up during this run. Each time's taken between 20 seconds and a minute off my time. So, you know, that's never what you're looking for. Network problems during a legend run. I don't know what's going on. Sometimes this game just doesn't run very well on Wi-Fi for me, and I need to get onto my cell service, but doing that, obviously I can't stream to my computer using Air Server and OBS. I haven't tried out the new Apple hard-coded screen recorder. I don't know quite how it works yet. I haven't messed with it. Power drain. Oh, fair enough. Shock's fine. Especially if he's gonna throw his level 1. I was slow on that on the dodge, so I did not expect to be able to rush back in. I did not think it was an opening. Doctor Strange is kind of fickle, and I think I've said this already in the stream, but when you fight the same guys over and over, that if you are too far away when you start the first evade or the second evade, if you dash back too far, there's no way that you're going to intercept him on time. So it's better to just parry the next shot in. Okay, I think it's this path and one more, if I remember correctly. And then we should be at Loki. And we get to see the horror that is unblockable level 1 Loki that's going to be power gaining the entire fight. I'm more worried about the Bane that's on him just because of how often he's going to be spamming his special 1. That's a lot of time that you can't be hitting him. And he's kind of like Doctor Strange. There's not always an opening after his level 1. It kind of depends on how far away you were. So for making it through this, without, not going for a Legends title and just trying to plug through this and get everything done, making sure that you're 100%ing it, I would highly recommend someone bringing in some type of power control champ. Vision will help against a lot of these. Hawkeye would be okay. Actually, Hawkeye would probably be great because his damage is pretty high. With the power control that he's got on his level 1, getting the bleed too. Now, the bleed isn't exactly what you're going to be wanting. You're going to have to deal with that. Sorry. But at the same time, it's better than not having any type of power drain. Like, the rest of your champs that are applying some type of bleed and damage over time don't have a lot of power control, so Hawkeye's probably your best in that area. Magic is probably the best person to bring for this entire challenge. Oh, I went in way too early. Or, sorry, way too late on that. Oh well. That's why life transfer is great. It's so generous. So yeah, Magic is probably going to be the most baller person for this whole challenge, just with her power control and damage output. But again, you could clear a lot of this with 440s and 550s. take it a path at a time. Go and do the first path, teleport one time, then go to Loki. I know you have to fight Loki multiple times, but at least try to get a path or two down each time. But really, once you get your groove down, the paths are probably the easier part, and Loki is probably going to be the one that causes people the most trouble overall, just because of the nodes he has, and Bane is going to probably cost you some revives. But that's kind of my suggestion, is just once you get into these lanes, you shouldn't have too much of an issue clearing overall. But power control is going to be your best friend. Hyperion would be okay because of how much power he's going to gain, and he doesn't have any damage over. Well, he does if you spam his level 1, but let's be honest, almost no one uses his level 1. So, okay, I'm just going to back off. I can't remember if she's got cornered or not, so I'm just not going to hit her. This is not where I want to be. Okay, thank goodness. Oh, get off me. So yeah, like I said, Hyperion would probably be a pretty good option just because you're going to have the power gain that you need there. Anybody that's going to just spit out a ton of damage without damage over time is good. Stark Spidey would be fantastic. You know, each fight just evade a couple at the beginning and go in with all those crits. But really just build a team around each fight individually and what you're going to need for each one. But I think Magic is going to be an MVP for a lot of people. And don't be afraid to bring in a 440 or a 550, because like I said, as you take chip damage, you're just able to heal it back up. So unless you're just taking heavy hits, like anybody's going to die from a level 2 of this buffed up Hulk. But just in general, if you're playing safe, playing smart, there's nothing wrong with taking a little bit of damage here and there, because you can just get it back. I thought I missed it. I thought I was about to get tagged by his level 1. Just making sure he's at his level 2. It's so much easier to dodge. Sometimes Hulk's level 1 is kind of like Juggernaut's. I feel like it changes distance, so sometimes it goes a little further than other times, depending on where you were when it started. So it is not uncommon for that to clip me. So I'm glad we've been making it through these fights without that issue. Alright, I really need him to fire off his level 1. Oh, wow. And this is death. Unless we get a power drain. Nope. Oh, your boy's got it! Oh, man. I did not expect that evade to happen. Oh, man. That felt good. That felt real good, guys. Oh, I thought that was it. I thought I was about to get thrown into the wall. Oh man. That's always such a great feeling whenever you think something's just gonna absolutely obliterate you and you get the dodge. Okay, last lane, and then we're gonna be hitting Loki. I'm definitely looking at my time right now. I do not think I'm gonna qualify for a Legends badge with this run, or the Legends points from this run, but it's been fun getting through it pretty quick. These type of challenges I like to just knock out in one run when there's opportunity for it. okay with giving him power because his specials are pretty easy to dodge. So I think I can kill him right here, but again, I'd rather just play it safe. And then fire this off, know that I was right. But this is the last lane, so I'm not going to go crazy on I'm trying to push it, especially with where my time's at right now. Really did not want that power drain there. But you can just bait heavies, I guess. Getting a little bit of lag there. Alright, 3 more fights in the boss. So with her having her special 1, I'm going to try not to burn a parry while she's got that. Because I think you only, I think I said 4, but it's probably, I think it's 5. I shouldn't have parried there. Give me some crits. Oh, wow. I missed that. The second she fired it, I knew I'd missed that dodge. Oh well. Life transfer is beautiful. I'm lucky it didn't crit, because with her buff stats and having the class advantage, that would have definitely dropped me if it would have crit. Falling apart on these last couple fights. Let's get these last 2 in the bag and see if we can one-shot this Loki. Oh, that clipped me. That's game over. Alright, there's that special 1 from Hulk that I mentioned. I'm real good at getting clipped by. Just gonna pop a revive real quick. That probably pushed us outside for sure. I know I was already thinking I didn't make it, but I think that kind of solidified it. Alright, see if we can get through Doctor Strange without a death and somehow one-shot this Loki. we might have a chance, but I'm not too worried about it either way. Or, just like last lane, on heading to Doctor Strange, the game's going to freeze up on me. As my time just ticks away. It's so weird that it does that, because everything else is working just fine. My computer's got internet. Um, going into this with that... Okay, I was going to say, it's still saying problem with network. I wonder if it's going to even record this fight. Dang it. Power drain, please. Oh, yes, the RNG is in our favor. Alright. On to Loki. I hope. If I've got another lane, then I definitely am not going to be getting a Legends time. Oh, wow. Yeah, there's no way. If we got another lane. Got all that hype for Loki, some Loki action, and then let everybody down with that. Yeah. Let's see. So I'm by far over where I finished Spider-Verse with Gwenpool already. By the time this lane's over, for sure we'll be off. I won't pop anything else. Again with the power drain on Jane Foster. Power drain is just for Doctor Strange. I do not need it on these guys. I don't want to waste my RNG of power drains. Okay, now 3 more fights. And then Mr. Loki. Ah, I did not mean to parry that. Or push her to her level 2. I think I've got one more parry. Probably won't need it, but... Or probably won't need any more than one. Especially with all these new phones coming out. I'm running an iPhone 6, so the 7 and the 8 both run this way faster. The new Samsung Galaxy runs the game way faster from what I've seen and heard from others in my alliance. So I think the Legends times are going to continue to get lower and lower as the quality of the device running the game gets better. Oh my gosh, no way. I'm lucky that he basically had full health when I took that. There. I feel like I either have to be right next to him or across the screen to have a decent chance of dodging that. Thankfully, got him to his level 2. Alright, let's see if we can have one more good Doctor Strange fight. He was one I was thinking I was gonna have to spend a revive on, but it was just Hulk so far. Alright, let's see that cool little special one of yours. Thank you. Oh, then I get tagged. That's bad. You got all of it back. Oh my gosh, I did it again. Got a little lucky that he's got some wind-up time on that level 1 that I was able to recover with a block on that first shot. Alright, that was... I'm pumped about that evade on the 2. Of course I get tagged by a special 1. But let's see how this Loki fight goes. Hopefully we can just one-shot him, but I know that the majority of the time you're dealing with all that power gain to a special 1. Luckily he doesn't go past that, but you know, luckily the power gain doesn't continue, even though a special 2 is very easy to dodge and leaves a better opening than a special 1. Okay, got the first Bane transfer back to him. Nice. I'm getting really lucky on the RNG of what he's firing at me and not firing his level 1. And that's it. Stop the time. Alright, so there's that. Again, I think I got kind of lucky on the Loki fight. I'll probably try to come back in here and do it again, just to kind of compare. But that is, I'm going to quickly get through this just so I can get out of that, so I know that the time that Kabam records is done. So, but there you go, guys. I know that was a little bit longer video, but I wanted to get all that in there. People had requested it, so feel free to like and subscribe. Feel free to share with anybody that's having trouble with that. Obviously, with that one mistake against Hulk, got clipped by a special a couple times, but anyway, I hope that helps somebody as I kind of talk through some of those fights. If there's anything you guys have as questions, feel free to leave a comment down below. Again, I am partnering up with Infinity Watch and those guys over with Warlock. So if you want to add them onto your line servers, I would greatly appreciate that, and the support that they've given over there to me, and as well to the app that they're creating, basically, or the line app that they're creating to really give a good sense of information for playing the game, and everything that you need to know is inside of it. So but I'll leave them in the description down below as well. But yeah, guys, thanks for checking this out, and we'll see what happens in about a month or so when they release the Legends times, and we'll see how we place, and I'll give my time out then. So thanks, everyone. Have a great day. See ya.